Why are funerals so expensive? Why is the cost of a funeral skyrocketing? These are the sorts of things that you might read in the media. Is it true? Well, some of the costs of funerals increase year on year, but it's important to realise that there are many elements that go to make up the costing of a funeral. And the funeral director or the undertaker's charges are just a small part of that. If the funeral is to be a burial, that's likely to be the largest element in the overall cost, and that can vary dramatically from cemetery to cemetery. If the deceased was a resident in a particular borough, then they may be entitled to a discount at their local cemetery. But in terms of what the funeral costs overall, there are many factors to take into account. If it's going to be a cremation, what the local crematorium charge, that varies from crematoria to crematoria. If there's a church service to be involved, then that can also vary. So when costing out a funeral, take into account all the individual elements. Make sure you're comparing like with like, and that you're going to get exactly what you want. So from the point of view of talking to the funeral director, the basic cost would normally include, on the day of the funeral, a hearse, possibly a limousine, a funeral director who will be the person that will actually guide you through the proceedings, and a group of pallbearers to carry the coffin. Some funeral directors no longer are prepared to carry coffins on shoulders. Now, this may be an issue for you, so it's important to check that if you wish the coffin to be carried on shoulder, that the funeral director is prepared to do that. Some funeral directors will use a trolley, which is certainly not the traditional way of a coffin being carried, though sometimes it can be purely for health and safety reasons. But just make sure you check that what you're getting is what you and the rest of the mourners want. Anyway, this was just a short video to talk a little bit about the elements of the cost of a funeral, and just make sure you go into each of those elements in detail so you know exactly what you're getting, and that there are no shocks when it comes to the final invoice. Anyway, see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.